Okay, hello. It's me, Danielle Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. I have a new mic, so be patient with me while I see if it is working. I think it is. That is not the mic. Hello. Yes. Okay. So, welcome everyone. We are doing May 17th through the 14th transits, and we are also doing tarot. Like I said earlier, my name is Danielle Carmelita, your go to and favorite tarot reader and astrologer. I am going to be doing tarot for each horoscope, and the horoscopes are later in the video, and I'm going to do a collective tarot. So I'm going to explain the current vibe in the sky for the collective, and I'm going to go over what it's going to feel like for all of us. And then individually, as individualized as I can, I would do horoscopes. So look for your rising. You can check your sun and your moon. I would suggest risings. However, my mom is a sun sign. Her sun sign is the same as my rising. And wow, sometimes it hits the same. Okay. So I would suggest checking all three. And before we discuss that, I have my last week's video, which is currently talking about the energy you are going to feel this week. I did a detailed video on that. I did the horoscopes on that and the tarot on that. So please check that video. What else have I done? Oh, I did a pick a card for May, and I did your love, career, and money. So go ahead and check that video. Oh, and great news. I have a new podcast. It's great for me. And with the podcast, it's a little bit different where I talk about current events and celebrities and I tie it into astrology and tarot. And yes, but the first podcast was really talking about, I think we were talking about Saturn and Pisces with that and how it affects us and current events happening in the world. And I also do tarot and air too. So it's a podcast you can enjoy. I enjoy podcasts while driving. I do a lot of road trips, being that my kids are in sports and they travel a lot. So I do a lot of road trips and I do it while I'm getting ready, while I'm in the shower and putting on lip makeup, okay? Because she loves a beat face. So yeah, so I love podcasts and I am so excited to be a part of the podcast world. Any suggestions for podcasting, because I'm new to it, go ahead and throw it my way. So go ahead and check that out. I should link that down below. It is definitely on my website, which my website is linked below. And I think I have something there. Yeah. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Share this video. This video is currently live, and I am trying to stick to having live videos on Monday. And I'm trying to like peer up on my. Yes, hopefully this will be weekly. I don't want to say hopefully. This will be weekly and you will see it. And I've noticed that the quality, depending on the Wi Fi connection, during Mercury in retrograde wasn't the best. So please have patience with me with dealing with that and working with that. But this is live and, I do what I do. Let's see what else. Also, I do have one-on-one availabilities for one-on-one readings with tarot and astrology. So you go ahead and look for that information. And I have a newsletter, and I give that out weekly. There is different divination tools used on there, and then also more detailed information about everything. You have the weekly of it all. If you miss anything, it's on there. Okay. Also, I find that the newsletters, because I'm very into the conspiracy theories of everything, I find that that is the way that I can keep people in touch with me. I don't trust the YouTube and the tickety talk and the Instagram. So that's the way that I can stay in touch with my followers. And also, you hear people losing their YouTube channels and their Instagram. And I want to be prepared and have the security. My sun in Cancer wants the security, and I have control over my emails 100%. So please help me out with that and sign up for my newsletter. Yes, not just for the newsletter, but to keep in touch with me. So let's get on to what we have for this video. And we have this is the monthly transits. I actually discussed this last video, but here it is again because I like to do it weekly, but this is for the whole month. In this video, we are discussing in more detail May 7th to the May 14th. Currently, I already have up May 1st through the 7th, and with the tarot and astrology. But let me go over May 1st. Today is May 1st, and we have Pluto in Aquarius. Sorry about that. Let me turn my phone off. This is live. We have Pluto in Aquarius going retrograde. It goes retrograde today, and it goes retrograde. I'm pretty sure it already happened. I don't have the time on me right now. But that's not a big deal. I go in detail on Pluto and Aquarius and it going in retrograde. Pluto goes in retrograde a lot. So it's not that strong. So don't freak out on that. You could just be aware because but there's social order, there's public rights, pursuing revolution and righteousness, awakenings and chaos, unchangeable transformation. Pluto is already about transformation. So that is fine. And Aquarius energy in your chart, it means time for change whenever you have that, and it likes its freedom. So I do go into detail on that in the last video. So I would like for you to look on that if you want more energy and detail energy. If you want more awareness on that, please check that out so you can really see what that means in more detail. That is just a really light overview of what that means. Then we have May 5th. The beginning of the month is really strong, you guys. And that's why I'm really pushing for you to check out the last video if you missed it. But May 5th, we have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And it's great for anytime there's a lunar eclipse. It's great for beginnings and endings. I'm thinking that this is more of a closure because it's towards the end of the eclipse season in Scorpio and Taurus. There's a little more Taurus energy, but it's a closure of the Scorpio for sure. It's associated with natural disasters when you have this energy as a whole. We feel everything so deeply because of the Scorpio energy, and we have little patience for superficialness, and we want to go deep with everything. And I am a Scorpio moon, so I love going deep. We may see more major things wrapping up in a way because this is about either some new beginnings and closure, but this is really about closure. And that is what we have for those transits. So now let's get on to the nitty gritty. Welcome if you're live. I am saving this video. I'm just going to repeating that for people who are coming in. So if you miss anything, you can look at it later on the YouTube. Okay, I was about to say on the Tickety Talk, but I just like saying the Tickety Talk. So let's get started with May 7th. And we have Venus enters Cancer. I'm looking at my notes down here, so forgive me if you see me looking down. Venus enters Cancer at 7:25 a.m. And Cancer is all about deep emotional and kind of psychic energy, very intuitive, very empathetic. You have empathy is the word I was really trying to say. But Cancer is a water sign and it's very feminine. So we are really looking more inward when you're dealing with feminine energy, which is earth and water. They're both feminine, but Cancer is water and it is feminine. So you're dealing with emotions and you're doing more inwardly dealing with your emotions. And then it's a cardinal sign. So it's very likes to get it started and dynamic behavior and a very go-getter kind of attitude. So, and it's ruled by the moon. Cancer, and it's all about the deepest feelings and your instincts when you're dealing with that. So you have Cancer and it enters Venus enters Cancer. And what is Venus for all my newbies? And Venus is about romance and balancing and financial, like what you spend your money on, friendly energy, loving, marriage, what we find pleasant, beauty, leisure activities, and just like worthwhile relationships. So now, what does it look like when you have Venus entering Cancer? Because I just explained both of them separately, and because I am a teacher at heart. So now, what does it look like when you have both? It is believed to bring a focus on emotional connections and domestic matters, because Cancer is all about the home, and it could create some rain as well. But we are in spring. So it's very fitting for Venus in Cancer, but check your weather, okay? Slight chance for rain because we're dealing with water. Cancer and Venus is very nurturing, very protective, okay? It's the mother of the zodiac, and self-protective and cautious and fertile energy you get with Venus in Cancer. It shows affection and unconditional love. Instead of thinking logical, though, you might go off of how you feel. Not might, you will, okay? It's a little more complex than just very practical matters. Venus in Cancer means to be delicate and intuitive when it comes to love. We experience many emotional ups and downs because Cancer is very moody when it comes to love, because now we're dealing with Venus. So under this influence, due to our increased sensitivity, we're very sensitive in love with this energy, and we're very impressionable. So it causes moodiness. Okay. We might enjoy long days and long walks at the beach, prolonged lunches and walks in the park. It's a very romantic. Okay. Cancers are very romantic. Venus is all about the romance. So you have that, and then you're very attached and you're very tender. Cancer is very dedicated, and it's warm and it's loving. So you have it in Venus, you're going to be very devoted, and you're going to be very caring. You're going to be very concerned. With this energy, we'll be more cuddly and more affectionate, and especially if we feel safe, we are going to really go in and safe and secure. Okay, because that crab in Cancer really wants to feel safe and secure. It's a good cycle for collecting money, because Cancer is one of the signs. There's a few of them. I say Cancer, Scorpio, and Taurus. Taurus, really. But you really, finances is a big deal. Cancers, on a separate note, are like the most highest in making money, very good at their jobs and stuff like that. So Venus in Cancer would be great with attracting, because Venus is all about attraction. Sorry, let me move this away because I don't want to rock the camera. But it's all about attraction, and you're going to be attracting some financial stability here with this energy. It's a good time for collecting money and relating to real estate, accommodation, food, and antiques, because antiques is all about old and ancestry, motherly. All this is what you get with, and Cancers love the past. It's really what I was thinking. We enjoy homely, familiar pastimes and simple pleasures. So you might really be into being at home and doing things for your home. You're really going to be looking into your past and finding love and pleasure for your past with this energy. However, we do whatever we can to make our loved ones feel special with this energy, and memories are very sentimental during this time. So that is what you get for May 7th, with Venus entering Cancer. Now let's talk about May 9th. The sun is in Taurus and it's conjunct Uranus, which is also in Taurus, because they're conjunct. Usually they're not the same. Most of the time they're in the same sign, but this is conjunct. They're in the same sign of Taurus. But now we're talking about a cazimi. Cazimi is in the heart of the sun. It's right. The sun is the brightest right now and shining onto this Uranus, Taurus and Uranus. And it is a cazimi, and it happens at 12:56 p.m. There's two sides with this transit, and it's difficult to know which one that is more prominent. Therefore, you should examine both possibilities. Watch out for one or the other to surface. Okay. First of all, it can greatly stimulate your awareness, often ways that could be a little difficult to understand, because you're like, why am I so aware of people who are sensitive? Why am I so in tune? It's almost like your intuition is really tapped in with this energy. At the same time, you're more concerned with benefits and less with your own. You're more concerned of helping others and less with your own benefits, really, is what I meant. You're able to identify with other people so much that you are concerned for them more than you are concerned yourself. And it's just a very positive energy. It's very out of the box. Really, I don't know why I'm thinking more Neptune. It's very out of the box transit, and you will be I don't know. I don't know why. I have the notes down here for Neptune, but this is more Uranus. So it's all about your freedom and the way you think of things, and socializing, and freedom is a big thing with this. So the sun is shining a light on your freedom and how you think of future and technology. So be aware of that as a collective, because that is what you're going to be feeling more than anything. I think as a collective, I'm like, this is a podcast discussion because I want to talk about current events. But as a collective, you can see and not in a negative light, but the need to be free, or the need to use AI, or the need to use technology in a big way. Okay, so that is what you get with that. And for some reason my notes are with Neptune. I'm sorry about that. Scratch all that I said. This is Uranus. Okay, so it's really out of the box thinking, being really creative, doing things in a very futuristic way, thinking in a very futuristic way, maybe even the way you're dressed, because the sun is with the identity of yourself. So I'm a very out of the box dresser. So a very Andre 3000 CeeLo Green way of dressing. You know how Doja Cat is dressing. Some people may think that's very out of the box. So you may be more in tune with that, as far as like your ego and your identity. And on top of that, the way that you're pursuing things and achieving things, not the Mars energy, but you're just going to see a lot of rebellious and freedom with this energy. Okay, so that's May 9th. May 12th, we have Mercury in Taurus, and Mercury is in retrograde, and it's sextile Saturn, and Saturn is in Pisces. This is a good time to look around with a critical eye and see what needs to be changed or corrected in your environment. You're very cautious of the flaws, and everything you look at could be like an insecurity. Okay, so you are concerned with making the situation better. Now, when things are sextile, they're very much agreeable and they like it, but Mercury is in retrograde. So there's conflict. There's just like a slowness, like you're not paying attention to the details when you have Mercury in retrograde and you're moving too fast, or there's miscommunications anytime there's Mercury in retrograde. But it's in line with, and it's working well with Saturn and Pisces. And Saturn is all about the structure, and Pisces is all about the energy of your intuition, and very dream like your subconscious energy. So in this mood, you can be either a teacher, so it's someone who's like teaching someone, because Saturn is a very teacher and father like energy, but it's very intuitive. So working in matters of communicating with money and finances in a very intuitive, structured way. Okay, you could be very serious with this energy, so just try not to be too serious. And also, because Mercury is in retrograde, slow down and don't move too fast, which is great with when Saturn is working together, because it likes to pay attention to details. So there's very precise energy, very precise mental task energy. Okay, and then you have your intuition and very Pisces things going on with that. So spiritual, being very detailed with spirituality, being very detailed with meditating, being very detailed with your subconscious. Okay, water energy too. So if you're an ocean, great energy with that. Mercury's in retrograde though, so just take your time and move slow. Mercury Taurus that same day is in retrograde, and it is sextile Venus, which will be in Cancer. It's 7:44 p.m. So that's more nighttime, and you will feel it the next day. I mean, you could feel it that night if you're out and about. There is that. it's not a very intense transit. You will feel more lightheartedness with this influence, and so it's a great night to just like have a great time at home with your or with some friends. But it's very lighthearted, and it's a day of more relaxing, because you have the Mercury in Taurus. Taurus loves to overindulge and relax, okay, and then Venus in Cancer at home. So I just see more relaxing at home and beautifying all that. Also, your appreciation for activity would be taken, maybe even a short drive, not too far, because Mercury doesn't, like to be too far, but maybe like on your, if you live in LA, the PCH, something like that. Just like a little drive would be great. With this transit, you can communicate with loved ones really good. So that's positive energy. On that same day, Venus in Cancer is trines Saturn. So you already have the energy of paying attention to detail and working with precise, detailed energy. And then you have the energy of Mercury and Venus working together. Now you have Venus and Saturn. So the three planets are all in cahoots for positive energy. May 12th is going to be great for the collective. Okay. This perhaps, all depending on everyone's individual self, but as a whole, as a collective, it's great. With Venus in Cancer, it trines Saturn and Pisces. So this is perhaps the least flamboyant of all the Venus transits, because you're going to be really stable and reliable with this energy. You recognize that your loved ones are human. So there's more of a realistic and not emotional side to thing. Even though we're dealing with Saturn in Pisces, there is your subconsciousness stepping in, and there is some like a little insecurity, but the Saturn is like, nah, let's put this in focus. Okay. So business affairs are governed by the same concerns, and there's good time for business and good time for financial affairs. Very conservative energy. There may be an awareness of a large difference between you and your partner with class and educational background, because the Venus in Cancer is in love, right? And it's looking at Saturn, and Saturn is like, you ain't got it together. Why don't they have it together? So be aware of that a little bit, but overall it's very positive. That happens at 11:57 p.m. So the pillow talk with that may not happen. It may happen when you wake up in the morning pillow talk. So be aware of that with your loved ones, with your business. I find it will really work with your business, and being concerned with more serious things. So that day I would really say get your work done. Lighthearted social work, socialness, but really get your work done. May 14th, I'm just saying this whole week is about business. May 14th, Mercury in Taurus is stations direct. Now there is a pre-shadow phase, so you still feel it lingering a little bit, and it happens at 8:17 p.m. So it's more at night when you get more serious. But Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and commerce, will be out of retrograde, and you have to deal with that shadow phase. So remember that is still lingering. Mercury in Taurus, which is the second sign in the zodiac, symbolizes beginnings, individuality, assertiveness. And when it was in retrograde, you may have felt that your assertiveness was probably too much, because Mercury in Taurus, or you may have felt that your boldness was too much. You may have gotten into arguments because of misunderstandings, which happens in Mercury in retrograde, or you didn't quite feel assertive. So one person could have been too assertive and another person not assertive enough. And now we have it being direct. So that should be changing. If you had any conflicts verbally or mentally, be aware that should be lifted out. Out of retrograde, you may feel more assertive, confident, and decision and communication and decision making is going to improve. Opportunities for new beginnings and taking action, especially when it comes to your coin and your resources. Okay. So people may feel more confident expressing their opinions, ideas, and desire, and not hesitate to challenge others and take risk. And it won't hurt people as much. Okay. This can still lead to some lively debates and negotiation and brainstorming sessions. But be aware that this is still some arguments, because you still have the boldness of the Taurus and misunderstanding. And the Taurus gets very stubborn, very fixed earth, and very practical energy. And if you have someone who's very Pisces, a very Pisces energy, they're not here for all that. So just be aware of that. and impulsive decisions could all still be lingering when you have that. So that is the week. Now I'm going to do a collective tarot reading, and then I'm going to do the horoscopes for everyone and do individual tarot for all the 12 zodiac signs. But this is for the collective. And from this, I'm just seeing, and this is not this week, this is the next week. I'm just doing this a week before so you can know. But I see us handling more business, okay, and being more focused. But let's see what we have. We have the Hangman. Sorry. We have the Hangman here. Is it in reverse? It is in reverse. So stopping or pausing and moving forward is what we get with this. I'm using a different camera, so I'm trying to see like where does it get focused. I think it gets focused more there. So we have the Hangman in reverse. So the energy of Hangman in an upright is like pause, really change your perspective on thinking things. I'm saying that this is in reverse. So do the reverse, right? You can keep moving forward. You can get things done. The pausing you don't really have to do because the Mercury in retrograde is direct. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. So it's all about focusing on your coins, focusing on your resources, and possibly even learning some things and starting to learn something new. Let me pull one more card. Oh, we actually have a few more cards to fill out. We have the Two of Pentacles. So this is someone who's able to multitask, someone who's able to make multiple streams of income. So the coins are really focused on not this week, next week, and being able to multitask, and the Mercury being lifted up, and Saturn really having a strong effect on us. Let's see what else we have. Ace of Cups. So this also could be a new love interest because we do have the Venus in Cancer coming up. So this is very romantic energy. This is also very Cancer energy, and being in love and being intuitive, and starting off with some intuition energy. Last card that fell out is we have some clarity too for us as a collective. So some clarity, some focus on money, learning new things, focusing on your resources, and could also be your health too. So that is what we have for the collective. Now I'm going to do the different horoscopes. Let's see. We have Aries. This is going to be for all my Aries placements. Let me take a sip of my water before we start. Anyone who is just joining us, I am saving this live, and I just did what we expect for not this week, next week. I already did last week. Video is up, but this is for next week from May 7th to May 14th, and I am doing tarot for each placement. So let's see. Let me make sure we have. Okay. So Aries, hello, welcome. You have Venus in the 4th house. This is usually a peaceful time when you enjoy quiet hours at home, because also you got the Venus in Cancer. So you're really going to be at home. You're really going to be redecorating your house, or really focusing on decorating a house or making your home very beautiful. I actually did this when Venus was in Cancer. And Venus was in my 4th house. So all that comes, and I love that energy, by the way. So yes, that could happen. Also be careful of overspending with decorating and overindulging at home. You could have some digestive problems too with this. So be aware of what you drink and eating. Okay, slow down on the alcohol. And let's see what else. Oh, Mercury is in the 2nd house. So your attention naturally is going to turn to what you value in life, your money, the coin, okay? Intellectually and spiritually, you're probably more concerned with business and commercial matters and affairs more than usual. So don't do anything. It's best to avoid significant financial or property transactions, especially if you have some bad aspects in your natal chart. And when it comes to Mercury energy, so be aware of that. Other than that, if you feel all good in the hood, then go ahead, Aries. Aries energy, remember that you guys go off of your instincts. So what your gut tells you, go ahead. If your gut is telling you not to do it, don't do it. Okay. But you are focused on the money. And when things calm down, go ahead and make the move. We have your card is the Queen of Swords. So it's all about thinking and being very logical. Okay. You're going to have that energy there, and you are the Queen of Swords. So people may come to you for advice, and it's the feminine energy of the swords, which swords is very masculine energy as well. But just think about people wanting to come to you for logical and clarity, and really being very intelligent and using your words in the greatest way ever. No negative words here. Okay. So that's what we have for Aries placements. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Taurus. Oh my gosh, Taurus, where are you on my list? That is so bizarre. It is not on here. Okay, so Taurus, your Venus is in the third house. You are going to be all about the beauty of communicating. Okay, you are going to say, let's talk. I want to stay stimulated. That is the energy that you are probably going to be feeling, especially not even probably in Cancer. So, Cancer is really going to be intuitive, not only intuitive, but then also communicating is going to be very beautiful for you. Okay. Anyone reading a book, okay, learning new things, okay, is what you're going to get. Also, maybe beautifying your neighborhood, because you're talking about Venus in Cancer. So, your community, finding beautiful things in your community, in your neighborhood, your day to day interactions as well around your home is where you're going to find beauty. Your Mercury, it looks like it's in the first house. Yes. Your Mercury is in the first house, Taurus. So that is all about the ego and me. I want to talk about and think about me. Okay. So be aware of that energy. And it was probably a lot of conflict because of the retrograde. It's going to change. You're going to see things lifting up and improving for you when it comes to thinking about yourself and how you do things in your ego. Let me pull some tarot cards for you, Taurus. Ooh, we have the King of Swords. So you're going to really be very intelligent, so intelligent that people are going to go to you for advice. All the gossip, all the negative miscommunication, that is out the door. This is King of Swords is very positive with this energy. So all that is going to be lifted. This is May 7th to May 14th. Also, too, we have the Chariot. So this is a very Cancer energy, which we have the Venus, which I discussed already. But this is about going forward and not looking back, and have the willpower to do things. Okay. So, Taurus placements, that is for you. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye. Okay, Geminis, we have the Venus in the second house. This transit could be financially either good or difficult, depending on how you handle it. On the good side, Venus is going to attract, because Venus is all about attracting financial, material possessions and money and people as well. So you have that. Financial opportunities may come up. Difficulties may arise from you being too extravagant. Okay, so Geminis, be aware of that. Gemini placements, you move kind of fast anyway, so slow it down. Be careful for the Venus influence because it's not very practical, so it will overspend. Slow down. Please take in the laws of attraction and attract the money. Try not to spend it. This would be a good time for financial negotiations. And Cancer energy already is good with money. So go ahead and negotiate the coin. You will be able to handle any relationship involving a transaction that will benefit you, especially when it comes to your investments. Investments made under this transit is very positive. So go ahead and do it. A Mercury in the 12th house. Remember, before that, you may have you still have the Mercury in retrograde. So read the fine print with all contracts dealing with money. Mercury in the 12th house, there's two sides to this transit as well. Okay. You may be inclined to keep your opinions to yourself. You may feel too insecure to give your opinions out, or you just maybe seek solitude because you're really connected to your spirituality, to your subconscious or the unconsciousness part of the 12th house of your mind, of your body. The first of these two may be undesirable and inappropriate, but the ability to get hidden areas of your character is quite useful. So go ahead and share. You can seek solitude, but do not feel insecure about sharing. The problem here is that you may feel that others will hold anything you say against you. And that's what you get with the 12th house. There's a sense of insecurity and a sense of being secretive and having hidden things. So be aware of that. And you may feel like you're going off by yourself and studying. That's totally fine. Don't seek solitude too much where you are indulging in drugs. Okay, you don't want to escape the mind. You don't do things that may cause escapism, and you probably were feeling that with the Mercury in retrograde. Get out of the video games, get out of streaming too much, get out of binge watching, get out of trying to escape your brain. It's time to stay focused and meditate is great with this. Spiritual matters is really great with this energy, and it's a great time to do research on yourself. Okay, so let me see Gemini and Gemini placements. You love to research. Here we go. We have the King of Cups. This is all about being emotionally and emotionally mature, not being immature with your emotions, right? And really being nurturing and really tapping into your spiritual side and your intuition. Okay, your psychic abilities is what that King of Cups is really telling you. So I hope you guys enjoy and see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Cancer placements. Your Venus is in the first house. Several days in which your home matter of expressing yourself to others is the focus point. Do you have a great desire to relate to others? You will with this energy, and you are willing to make whatever personal compromises necessary. You may be able to make peace among others. This is a good time to go and have a vacation with a friend and do whatever you enjoy. There's also going to be a need to have pleasure above work. With this energy all about me, 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 okay, and not really much of anyone else, but that's still loving yourself. During this period, you may attract people, not really lovers, because the attraction is just about how you are, your inner self. Venus makes people come to you, so try to take advantage of this. Don't manipulate others, so that's not what I'm saying. And you don't want that, because that karma comes back, okay? But really taking an attraction and enjoy that energy. Mercury in 11th house for our Cancer placement. This transit inclines you to think about your goals and expectations in life. You will examine your ideas to find out exactly how well they have served you and what extent you have obtained them. This is a house of groups and ideas and standards, and also the house of your position in groups generally. So you may talk to a lot of friends and have a lot of intellectual conversations. Now, I wonder in the retrograde if you have problems with friends and groups. That is going to change. You probably learned something from that because now it's not in retrograde. Talking over your problems with friends especially will help you with this transit. So now it's time to make things right. You may encounter younger people, and you may learn from younger people who give you a different point of view in life, okay? And take advantage of that. This is a very social transit. So it seems like it's going to be very social for you. And let's see what we have for my Cancers. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So life is about ups and downs. Maybe what I was saying before is that you were having arguments with friends. Life is about ups and downs. Embrace the ups and downs, because life is about change. Change is always happening, okay? So take advantage of change. Life is about change every day. Every day is different weather. Every day, different situations happen, and you have to embrace the change. You have to take the positive sides of change, and life is about ups and downs. So go ahead and achieve the lessons from the change. Okay. I'll see you guys next time, Cancers. Bye. Okay, Leos, welcome to your horoscope and your tarot. We have Venus in the 12th house. You will be in a usual degree of selflessness in love. The 12th house is about not sacrificing, but really taking care of someone. So you do have that sacrificing energy. You may be called upon to take care of a loved one. In your personal relationships, you may be inclined to take care of them more than anything. Do not play the martyr, though. Don't try to say like, oh my gosh, woe is me, I'm doing this for everyone. This transit doesn't last long. So yes, take care of everyone, because karma will come back to you in a very positive way. The normal effects of this transit should be overall quite good. What may be lacking in pleasure will be rewarding spiritually for you. Mercury is in the 10th house and is in retrograde, but that should be, that energy should be lifting. So under this influence, you should be making plans concerning your professional life. Now, I'm wondering if you had issues communicating with people in your professional life. It's going to get better for you. Even if you don't have a printer, what is this, fashion, or you doubtless, what is this activity? Okay. Oh, because we're dealing with Venus, and Venus is about beauty, maybe somewhere in your work life you are invited to make something look more beautiful, like an office space or a website or whatever you do for a living. Making it look more beautiful is what you get with this transit. Where else was I? Where I'm in Leo. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking Venus. I am Mercury is really hitting me. Sorry. Mercury retrograde is hitting me. No, what I mean to say is that your Mercury in the 10th house, your communication is going to be about if you don't have a job, if you're like, I don't have a career, this is going to be affecting if you have like a club, like a book club, or like any type of group you have to organize. You're going to be very serious about this. You're going to be even talking to superiors and bosses and employees. The 10th house is also representing people above you and rules above you and authority above you. So there could be some communication there. Communication it's just great under this influence. Okay. So this transit is very positive. So if it starts to lift, if you're starting to feel the spirits of really talking Leo placements in your workplace, go ahead and do it. On the other hand, you may become involved with the part of their business that involves communicating with the outside world, either through advertising and contract negotiations. So that's what we get for you, Leo placements. Let me pull a card. Sorry for the confusion there. I just literally just drew a blank. We have the King of Cups. So it's all about using your intuition. I'm trying to see. Well, we do have Venus in Cancer happening for you. So it's very Cancer energy, maybe home energy, really being in love. Oh, King of Cups could be very Pisces too. Pisces are going to take care of their loved ones. Let me see what else we have. We have, I would think this is considering the Mercury in retrograde, because the swords represents words, and it's like backstabbing. So it's the end of the journey with that. And I'm not sure if you said some words or someone said some words towards you, but it's the 10. And 10 means that it's the end of the journey. You're going to start a new journey. So that weight that you had on your back when it comes to words and communication, or maybe the way you think or the way people think of you, is going to change. It's going to be a big shift. Okay. That's interesting too, because this is about words, and it says Mercury in the 10th house. So I'm thinking there's a connection there, and there's something with work. And it feels like it was hurting you and it's backstabbing you. But just be aware that that is the end of it. It's going to change. Okay. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Leos. Okay, Virgo placements. Your Virgo is in 11th house. This is one of the best transits of all when it comes to group activities. You're really going to find beauty in being with your friends and hanging out with friends. And your friends are going to be attracted to want to hang out with you, or you're going to be attracted to have a good time with them. This benefit is not limited to activities with friends. Any situation dealing with any type of group is going to be amazing. So like a business organization or a club, all positive energy, all love relationships at this time in your life, both pre-existing or new ones. You're going to find some type of friendly quality about your love relationships. Now, Mercury is in the 9th house, Virgo placements. This is a good time of any time to study and really focus on your education. If you have to learn something for a job, learn something about a skill, go ahead and use this. Especially, you probably had a problem with learning it, but the Mercury in retrograde is lifted. Although this transit isn't very long, it's a good time to travel too. And this is especially when it lifts. Okay. This is a good time for all kinds for conversation and communication with others. especially if people can make you think of things that you're not used to in your culture. This would be amazing energy from that, and you're going to be very tolerant of people and their different opinions and their energy, especially when Mercury lifts out of retrograde. Let me know if these are any themes that you had. Okay, this card just fell out, and you are the Fool. This is amazing energy. It's you are Aries, like you're just starting, and you're like, everything's amazing. I'm just gonna go in this and not even think. Okay, I'm gonna just go off of my instincts, start this new journey, be very naive in a very good way, and be very open to learning and listening to others. Okay, so that is what you get with this Fool card. And yes, very positive Virgo placements. And you guys are mutable anyway, so you're down for the cause. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so we have Libra placements. Libra, hello. Your Venus is in the 10th house for this week of May 7th and May 14th. It's a useful time to be very okay, when it comes to your business and your professional life, there's things that are going to be attracted to you. Okay, it could attract people from your work life, people who are in authority, people who are very favorable, could be very inclined towards you. Okay, most of your relationships in your professional life, they're going to run very smoothly. Okay, intuitively, you have that Cancer energy too, so you're really going to feel this when it comes to emotion. Regardless of what you do, there's going to be some type of artistic matter in your work life. Any love relationship at this time that is new would be maybe someone who is older, because you're dealing with the 10th house, and they're going to be attracted to you if they're older. Hey, okay. Or if you're already in a relationship, maybe you're going to get some guidance from someone already in your relationship, more like a guidance from them. Your Mercury is in the 8th house. At this time, it's good to look inward and reflect upon deep and psychological things within yourself. You can use this time to get in touch with your hidden aspects. This transit also signifies conversations and intellectual encounters that you have profound, that changed you. And it was like a very deep level conversations. And because we have Mercury in retrograde, there was probably some surface levelness, and it was probably some conflict with the fact that you wanted to go deeper. The issues of thinking more deeply when it comes to death and mortality is what you have with this energy. What else do we have? Negotiating finances with other people's property is also very good with this transit. You can discuss that, and it's a great time for negotiations, especially when that Mercury lifts. And if you had any problems with that, you're going to start to feel a little bit more inclined to do all that. So Libras, and you guys are very relationship based. Let's see what cards we have for you. Ooh, it's looking up. It's very abundant, very positive, emotionally happy. Everything's all great and all good in the hood. Okay. There's love in the air. It's very abundant, very happy. It's the end of this journey, and it's very happy. The journey is going to end in a very successful and happy way. Okay. So whatever is going on that you're dealing with now and it's negative, I'm telling you that it's very positive May 7th through the 14th. Okay. So see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpio placements. Hello, your Venus is in the 9th house. When you have this transit, it's all about love, and this transit provides that you do a Venus encounter love, where you experience beauty in art. You will have a consciousness expanding experience that will be with you and bring out personal growth. This would be a good time to do an art exhibit, because Venus loves the art. Okay. It's a great time to take a trip, a vacation, because the 9th house represents traveling. Your experience may be brought through a loved one, and it might show you things that you didn't know before, and someone might teach you something through a loved one or bring more insight. You will be attracted at this time to new people, or new people will be attracted to you, especially if they bring some kind of cultural awareness to you. It's a very positive and easy, rewarding transit. So it's very positive, and then it's dealing with Cancer. It's all about love there. Mercury in the 7th house is a good time to clarify and explain an issue to someone that you are intimately with in your daily life, like your spouse or a business partner. And you probably had some conflicts with them or some misunderstandings with them because of the seventh house. So, because Mercury in retrograde. So, this is a good time for consulting, especially matters concerning yourself. Do you need what is this? Let me see. Oh, don't try to figure it out on your own. Really consult other people, because this is a transit of partnerships. So, talk to a professional, talk to a financial advisor, talk to people who have a professional background in whatever situation, because this transit really is about partnerships and working with others. This also is a good time for negotiating contracts and negotiating contracts for other people, with other people. Yes. So, yes, and spirited, cheerful banter and spirited debates all comes with this, Scorpios. Let me see. Let me pull some tarot cards for you guys. See what we get. We have the Emperor. It's very Aries energy. Is very I'm giving boss energy. Okay. Thanks me think a lotto. But yes, be the boss, be the leader. Set some boundaries, set some structure. Let me see what we have here, because we have the Venus in the ninth house. Yes, the seventh house. Okay. So yeah, be the boss bee, and really clarify when it comes to relationships, and go off of your instincts. Think of as Aries and be brave and strong, whatever is going on that week. The Emperor is saying to embrace leadership and boss energy. Okay. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius placements, my favorite, because I'm a Sagittarius rising. Let's get on to you. Your Venus is in the eighth house. Venus in this house has several effects, often quite subtle. You can be highly sexual, very intense energy, love and relationships. Your love relationships may be more intense than ever. If you meet anyone under this transit, they are going to be very transformative, very intense energy. You can attract money through your spouse or a business partner with this transit, because Venus is about what you attract. So that can happen. So think of laws of attraction and it shall happen. If you're applying for a loan, this is a good time for anything financial. Go ahead, ask them for some money, okay? Because you are going to attract it during this time. Um, in your most intimate personal relationship factors that you may have not been aware of. Oh, there may be something that's coming up to the surface, because it's in a house of Pluto, and whatever was dig down below may come up. Okay. So be aware of that. Just confront it, because you have the energy to confront it, especially when the Mercury is coming out of retrograde. Okay. You'll learn more about how to relate to people and events with this, with the Venus and Cancer, and you're going to feel it coming. So just let it be. Okay. Mercury in the sixth house, two different things can happen. You can manifest two different things: health or work. This is an excellent time for mental health. So when it came to work, if you were behind, you didn't have clarity, I bet you're going to get clarity now. Attitude towards doing a job well done and getting along with employees and employers. All that energy is involved here. There is less of an ego involvement. Trust me. I've been feeling that, even though it's been retrograde. I've been very patient. Try not to criticize others, especially with your words, Mercury. Okay. Try to work on criticizing others. And yes, I'm just going to leave it at that, especially if there's afflictions to this house. If your natal chart has anything that can't deal with Mercury, be aware of that. The aspect seems pretty good, though, for this week. You may also become more concerned with your health and improving your hygiene. So go ahead and take all that in, Sagittarius placements. Let me see what else we have here. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so it's not in reverse. So let's be positive. Let's not gossip. Let's not say negative words. Let's use our words for good only. Let's be very logical. Let's not base everything off of emotions. People are going to you as a leader. So you have to be very logical. You have to have a sense of a clear communication. All that is going to happen for you, Sagittarius placements. And because I have a Sagittarius rising, we're going to pull another card for you guys. Let's see what we have. We have the Hierophant. So really focus on traditional ways of doing things. And it's okay. It's very Taurus energy. So it's okay to be a little fixed and stubborn. But make sure you're being very logical when you are being fixed and stubborn. I hope that makes sense. Fixed means stubborn. And really like, no, I don't want to move. I know this is how it goes. This is how I used to do things. This is how I was taught to do things. This is how I was raised to do things. And it's also very spiritual. And then there's also a 5 here. So there's change here. And change is okay. It's amazing. Okay. That's what I'm getting. I hope that resonated with you, Sagittarius placements. And I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Capricorns, Venus is in the 7th house. This is one of the best transits for all relationships, love affairs, relationships with partners, coworkers, even your enemies. Okay, ego forces us to stay in tune at this time, and you can create a proper balance between yourself and anyone you meet. Marriage and a love relationship, you'll be able to express yourself affectionately very easily. Any other partners, like if you have a professional partner, they're going to understand you. Okay. This is a great time if you have conflict to really address it. So if you have conflict with anyone you're dealing with, this is a great time to deal with that. And remember, this is May 7th through the 14th. Yes, Mercury is in the 5th house. This is a good time for expressing your thoughts to yourself and for communicating them with others. You can make clear to people you understand on any matter and explain very effectively any issue that is on your mind. Often the ideas that you come into your head now will have no special function. That doesn't make sense. What did I write? I'm writing my notes here. 5th house. This is all about, okay, having fun. Okay, you want to have fun, you want to express yourself, you want to be creative, and be aware for that. There's also a sense of being very playful. Mercury is this the planet of pranks. Try not to play too many pranks. Okay. On the other hand, pursuing mental activity for your own sake, such as games and reading games and creative reading or creative writing, all that is the energy you get for this. So go ahead and do it because it's really, you really want to have some mental activities. Okay, Capricorn placements. Let me, you know, about your goals here. Let me pull a card for you. We have, the Queen of Swords is coming up for everyone. This is the energy. I'm thinking that Cancer is strong. Also, too, there is a lot of water signs as a whole. So really be aware of your emotions and be emotionally mature. Okay, people are coming to you for advice, so be very nurturing. Tap into water energy. Okay, so really go with your intuition, your psychic, your ability to be nurturing, your ability to be deal with feelings. Okay. And also too, next we have a transition, very calm waters, very logical, but there's transition happening for you. There's a change happening for you guys. So embrace that change. Every day is about change. Okay, Capricorns. And I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, your Venus is in a 6th house. Any relationship, this is a time to confront difficulties that you have not handled earlier. That is what's going to happen with this. And you're going to feel it because it's in Cancer. Okay. Sometimes problems in relationships arise when agreements are not clear on both partners. So just fix this. This is a great time to discuss any agreements openly because it's in a 6th house. Also dealing with work and profession, you have the same energy. This transit is also good for health in general, although fattening or sweets may cause a problem. So be aware of overindulgence, especially when Cancer, especially eating at home because you have Venus in Cancer. Practical matters are important in all relationships. Now, this is perhaps the least romantic positioning in Venus. So you're going to just be more realistic, and the fantasy is just like not going to be in your head. Okay. So that's what you get with your Venus. Your Mercury in 4th house, and it was in retrograde. So this is a time for intellectual withdrawal. You maybe want to be at home in your head, okay? Not in a negative way. This is about avoiding a confrontation with reality, but it's about reflecting. So you're going to be really into reflection. And I wonder if you had a problem with that with the Mercury in retrograde. Your thoughts may drift, and you may be thinking about your past a little bit too much, but it's okay to think about your past. Just don't go too far in. It's really about linking your past to your present. So if you had an issue where you're like, why do I keep thinking of this past situation? Link it, connect it. There's some issues there. Okay. And that happens anytime Mercury's in the fourth house, but Mercury in retrograde probably really was like, what's going on here? Okay, let me pull a card for you, Aquarius placements. Ooh, multitasking. So you can do two things at the same time. This also makes me think of the past and the present. So if that is a thing, the card is telling you like, come on, let's really get this out and open. You can have both. I don't know if you have to choose between two. And again, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has been popping up um a lot here, but it's all about logical because the Mercury in retrograde is lifting. There's some shadow phase there, but you know, you're going to be able to think logically. People are going to come to you and really help people with your positive words, okay, and communication, okay. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces. Your Venus is in a fifth house, and more than any other position, a Venus in transit signifies in the appreciation of having a good time and having fun and really having a good time when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to love and creativity and self-expression. You're all about it with this energy. You can relate, and probably at home too, like doing all this stuff at home, but Cancer energy, so like nurturing and being creative. Creative activities are also highly favored at this time. Love relationships in general is very favorable, and it's going to go smooth with a new relationship, a pre-existing one. Very positive here, and you're really going to feel their energy and you're going to be very empathetic, aware of how they're feeling. Mercury in the third house. Mercury's at home here in the third house, so you probably are really going through it and probably talking a lot, or probably talking more than usual, or probably really able to get the details of things. You will have many group discussions and conversations with others, and you probably meet new people and travel just a little bit because Mercury is dealing with travel. This is a very good time for all kinds of intellectual activities. This is not a good time to settle and relax. So don't try to do that. Mercury in retrograde probably was having you confused with that. Go out once that lifts, have fun, and then to have a flexible mind, okay, because you want to have some new experiences. Let me see what else we have. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about the coin and your resources. And wow, let me see what we have here. Creativity. No, that wouldn't say this. This is about being practical. So I wonder if you have to be practical about something, because that's what we're getting here from these two things. I just see air, but there's, you know, other planets here. So whatever is going on, Pisces placements, it's about being practical. We are dealing with the sun in Taurus. So really think about your coin, really think about stability and your resources. Okay. Pay attention to that because you are the queen. People want to come to you for advice. So act like the queen and really save your money. Don't overindulge. Really think about your resources, your education, your learning, learning a new skill. Really be the queen of all that energy. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys, that's not pretty much it. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yes, look out for the next video. I am going to do the next transit. I'll probably do some tarot, and I will go deeper into certain energies like always. And remember to click the link in the bio, share this video, subscribe. I'm asking you to do it all. Okay. And it's all free, but please do it all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.